Okay, so gotta service the daughter's car. Hey Ty. So washed it and been complaining about it shuddering. And these cars have a recall. Well, we're waiting for it to happen up here in Canada, but it's happened in the States already. But this door flies open unexpectedly. One of the many recalls on the Ford Fiestas. But one of the issues with living down a farm gravel road is this. Yeah, she might be a bit out of balance, boys. Just a wee bit. Yeah. Vibrations exasperating the flying open door problem. There's something in the electric trigger thing in the door. So yeah. It's one of those where as soon as we fix it, there'll be a recall after that, but yeah. So, gotta clean all the wheels out. But the big job I have is in their power of wisdom in the drain plug in the engine. Nice big drain plug, but they went and put a 13mm socket head. And whoever last did the oil change on this, which was not me by the way, they torqued. They put it on with an impact gun or something. So it seized on there, and because it's made of Chinesium, the drain plug has stripped, rounded off. So I've got to weld like a big 3/4 inch nut onto there. It's supposed to be a 3/4 inch socket head on those. Most of them are. So, I'm gonna do the wheels, and then I'll try and get the nose up as high as I possibly can to get under there with the welder and hot glue gun another nut onto the drain plug so I can change the oil. Get on. So, that's all 4 wheels taken off. Leaving the front wheels off right now because it'll give me more room and more light to get underneath the front there to hopefully get that drain plug out. So, front wheels. Yeah, like it's a good wee pile of dust, a little bit of road grime. You know, that might affect a little bit of the balance on those wheels, eh? Yeah, that's the 2 back wheels. Yeah. Carrying a bit extra weight there, darling. It is that time of year. Sloppy time. So yeah, seems kind of ridiculous that a guy who owns one of those is still doing this. I gotta get caught up at some point. I'm only about 4 jobs away from that truck. 5. Kind of. Then that can go right there. So, yeah. For now, that's it. So, now don't judge me. So yeah, you got that huge big flange, and then there's a tiny little 1/2 inch socket size top in there. And she was bound on, I tell you. So yeah, nice big nut so I can get the rod up in there, and yeah, stick welded. And the reason it looks like that is because there's not a lot of room in there. But all it needed was that little bit of heat and a bit more bite. So, doesn't have to be pretty, it's just gotta work. While it's out, I'm going to finish the welds off in there and put it back in, because that's not gonna wear out anytime soon. let's get on. Oh yeah, did I neglect to tell you that the oil pan and pretty well the whole engine, everything is aluminum. So I had to tack weld this nut. As you can see, that's why there's a burn up here. I had to tack it to this and then use the ground clamp to hold this up against the oil pan, which is aluminum, and spark it. Yeah, had to be difficult. Can you hear it? Can you hear it? Neither can I. It's lovely. Oh yeah, shut up. Giggity. Here's a little Bud Light. So yeah, you can tell it's a heifer because the tag's in the right ear. Left tag, boys. And you notice all the boys have their data, their shipping tags, their buttons. Girls don't. And yes, that's because we know pretty well all the boys are leaving. We're still not 100% sure what girls are leaving and what girls are staying. That one's staying, like that's a little Bud Light. Reason for that is her mom is 24. 2-4 a Bud, baby Bud, Bud Light. You get it. Yeah. So yeah, it's a lot of calves in this pen, but that's for now. Sorry to be sniffing, but it's absolutely blowing a gale. But it is above freezing, technically. There's the mamas out there cleaning up the last of the silage from yesterday. I'll be going back out here in a couple hours to fill up their tire feeders. Probably going to shut them out, and then I'm going to bed up that pen and put some bales in, and then I'll bed up this pen and put some more bales in. So, see, there's okay. Because tomorrow I'm going for a procedure, and nothing serious, just going to get the needles in the back again, except this time they're going to be burning the nerves. So I've been told to take the rest of the day after the procedure light duties. So you know me, I won't sit still, but I'm going to try and stay away from bounce around on the tractor, squeaky, all that good stuff. So yeah, I'll try and get caught up in as much of these. But today, while it's so nice, isn't that right, Mrs. Piper Doug? So today, I'm finishing up this project. I'm not sure if I still have the picture. I'll try and insert it here. So yeah, not really sure what happened, but either a plow wind of some kind came through here, and those posts there, they're 5 or 6 inch posts. That one, the next one, and the next one all got snapped right off at the ground level. So the whole wall just tipped over. So I had peace of mind to knock in these big kahunas, knock them in before freeze up. There's a bit of an issue though, bit of a wow. The problem being is the stub of the broken post was still on the ground, in line with where I wanted to go. So I had to dogleg, put the post in as close as possible. And so when I moved the calves over, I put this panel in here to cover the gap. Then I also put these bales on the other side here, just to kind of close it in, just to be sure. Yeah, you'll notice there's a couple of boards on the wrong side of the top cap. It's because of that. What ended up happening was, when I was putting these big stout posts in. This one must have dog legged, so the top of it didn't meet, as you can see, didn't meet where this 16 would have caught it. So I didn't trim the end off of the other one, I just overlapped it, stuck it together. It doesn't have to be pretty, don't judge me! So yeah, that's what I normally do. There's a whole, hopefully you can hear me, there's a whole stack of the ones that were half decent and there's a whole bunch of broken stuff. The decent ones, what I'll do is I'll cut the rotten bottom part off, where the lower rail, that one at the bottom there. I'll usually cut that rotten piece off, and then I'll keep them for stand-in boards or for top caps. And then all of the broken ones I cut into 2 foot long pieces, and they're bridge pieces. So that really strengthens up the whole top here, because if you don't lock, I know I'm kind of preaching to the choir here for farmers, but if you don't lock the top of these boards up and they start warping, yeah, you're going to be in trouble. The fence will never be as strong. Like this is really strong now, whereas before it was wobbling about. Now see, I've got one that's come apart there on the joint, so that's like what I'm talking about. You always put an overlap like there, like there. See, there's ones like this where it splits right in the middle. No. This one should be fine. See, it's right in the middle. So yeah, but there's a whole bunch of little jobs that need to get fixed. Like that bottom rail there is pretty well rotted out, so it has to be replaced with a treated one, like these ones. Kind of expensive right now, but that's dual reason why I put those bales on the outside. It protects the pens from the wind during the winter, but also if you ever get a broken wall, you have a little bit of insurance. But anyway, hopefully you heard half of that, because it is blowing quite hard. Miserable. Figure that, -7 yesterday, but there was no wind. It was lovely out here to put all these boards up. But anyway, better get back at her.